So it's 7:05. I just ate breakfast. Got my cooler ready. Got my lunch ready. And my daddy texts and says, "Hey, where you at? We up there." Oh crap! I'm running late. Everybody else starts at 8 o'clock. Not us. I really don't know too much about their club. I really ain't hunted in there much, but I know I'm fixing to head out there. Update y'all when I call her up. Here's a little update for y'all. It's 10:15 and I've turned loose twice and have yet to jump anything. Well, matter of fact, I got 3 dogs coming out to the road as we speak. I turned loose in a corn pile and still didn't jump nothing. Now I got good dogs. Don't let that fool you. My dogs will jump any time of the day anywhere else. It's just this time of year I ain't got that kind of hook. I don't know, this is my first year like this. I ain't seen nothing in 10 still hunts, and dadgum, I ain't even jumped a deer with my dogs, and this ain't normal. But we've had about, let me look, we've had a 8 mile, we've been 8 miles, still yet to jump a single deer. I don't understand it. It's just the oddest thing to me. Well guys, in my last video, as y'all can see, my dogs didn't do nothing. And I lied about the steel hunting thing. I'm back in another set, but today I'm in my tent chair, my rifle, my bog stick, my feeder. There's a tree stand down there on the other end, but I didn't want to get in it because the wind is in my face right here. I feel it breezing. It's actually 75 degrees, and it's December the 27th. It's December the 27th, and it's 75 degrees. I'm sweating down, but this is update number 1. If we get a doe in the field, I'll take video of it. Alright guys, it was day number 11 and we finally made it happen. We shot us a big old doe. It was time for some meat control. Me and my brother Aaron, we about to go down there and go find him real quick. Whenever I shot him, that son jumped up about 10 feet off the ground. We're gonna go see if we can find it. That deer bedded down right there. See the bubbles?
Yeah, I do.
That deer bedded down right there.
Yeah.
Well, change of plans. We got down there and the blood ran dry, but we went and got my boy Rusty. We're gonna let him get on his 3rd find of the year, and maybe he'll get out there and go find him, because I sure ran out of blood to find. Update. Rusty gets in there 111 yards and goes to barking. I was like, oh, he done bayed. Go get the gun, go get the gun. Get going down there. We're rolling down there, and old boy starts running. He's done jumped this deer and is running this deer. He gets in there about 150 yards over the landline, and I said, well, the deer ain't dead. And we get down there where he's at, and there ain't no blood. So I decided to call the hunt. That is 2 for 3 out of Rusty. One of them was my fault because I didn't kill the deer completely, but old boy was on the track good and worked it hard. I'm real proud of my dog. This is day 2 of our dog hunting experience. I turned loose on the first drive. We did a little trailing down through there and not hitting on too much. I finally jumped about 400 yards into a briar thicket, and they ran and turned straight to the highway. Cut them off down there and caught them all up. But this is the 2nd drive, and the wind is whipping. Wind's 14 miles an hour, but if you look out across that clear cut right there, you can see all them bushes blowing around. I'm blowing around. These guys behind me just swaying. You can't really hear too much of nothing. They jumped out there about 50 yards from me. I could see the dogs jump. I could never see the deer, but they got over on the other side of the creek, and I reckon they lost it, or either I just can't hear them. Hey guys, it's the last drive of the day, and we're finna make it happen. Turning out Rusty, Molly, and Rowdy, my old faithfuls. Look at them go. Come on, help! Come on, help! I'll get back with y'all once we get running. It's December 31st. Me and Abby's out here in this stand sweating our necks off. It's 82 degrees with a south wind. It's really blowing like a north wind.
Did you Let's just say sweating our necks off.
Yeah, it's so hot out here. We overlooking the Mississippi Mountains out here. You can see the whole county out here. We overlooking a grass patch. My aunt just got a 9-point chasing a doe. It's 100 degrees, so I don't really know if they're chasing does or yes or not. But she said it was, so I ain't gonna deny the fact of it. But we're gonna try to make it happen this evening. So to close our hunt from yesterday, I'll just get on here and give y'all a real quick rundown of what happened. Well, we get in the stand about 2:45, 3 o'clock. Well, we're just sitting there, you know, just chilling, watching a Netflix show, and then about 4:30, I hear a buck making a scrape. I was like, Abby, did you hear that? She's like, no, I don't hear nothing. You're making that up. I was like, yeah, for sure. Well, just kept watching the show. A little bit later, I heard it again, but this time he just kept on. I was like, Abby, do you hear that? She said, yeah, I heard something that time. So I reach in my bag, I pull out my little bleat can, my Primo's bleat can, and I turned it over. Meh. Well, about that time, you can just hear him break. He breaks and he flies. He flies straight out in front of us, probably 15 yards. We could see the pine trees. It's in pine trees, probably about this high off the ground. I'm 6'4", so they were probably about 5 foot high, just tall enough that I couldn't see his body or his horns. Well, he runs out there in a little oak thicket. The little oak trees are about that big around, you know, they're pretty small. And I get looking through there and I can't see him. I got the gun in my hand. She couldn't shoot him where she was at, so I had the gun in my hand. I was gonna shoot him. And a few minutes goes by and you just hear him padoop, 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 padoop. He runs back over to a scrape tree. You don't hear him for a little while. Well, right at dusk dark, I turned over my can one more time and I heard him scraping his horns in the tree again, making his scrape. Well, today I got up and I went over and looked and I found his scrape. And I'm fixing to put a camera up over there and see what buck that is and see if he's a shooter or not. I'm just telling you, my blood was rolling, dude. I'd have shot that deer for sure.